Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Post Market Report from Financial Independence Channel. So let's look at what happened in the market today and what is the trade setup for tomorrow. So currently, SGS Nifty is 20 points down, Dow Jones is 150 points up, and Nasdaq is around 58 points down. So coming to Indian market, Nifty made a doji candle pattern today. So it's a kind of indecisiveness. So it opened at 15,280 levels, made a high, all-time high of 16,355 and again fell down to 16,205 and then recovered back to 16,278. So as we saw in the option chain, market is playing between these two area, which is 16,200 and 16,400 levels. So it is a buy and dips market. So that is why it is, you can see this large wicks, which is the result of buying. The selling has been absorbed and that is reflecting in the market. So coming to heavyweight index, Reliance today 10 points high. Coming back to Bank Nifty. So before that, Reliance, let's look at some of the key points in Reliance. So Reliance has been very sluggish today, but there should be a trigger coming out. So one acquisition was announced today as far as the energy storage, and there is also a speculation that is going to look at like T-Mobile in Netherlands is going to be like there is going to be an acquisition happening. So there is a trigger which needs to be coming for the Reliance. So once it is done, or when the concrete information comes on this, then Reliance will start kicking in. So personally, I don't, I think there is not much fall on the downside for Reliance. So, so this is one positive point as of now. So anytime Reliance may kickstart its move on the upside. So coming to Bank Nifty today made a shooting star pattern, but it made a high today of almost 36,273, 307 levels, and then the selling pressure came in the afternoon. But if you see it is in the same levels on yesterday. The same levels which it closed yesterday. Coming to HDFC Bank, today opened almost below the yesterday's opening levels, which is 14,000, 1,489. And then after the opening, it almost touched, it entered the supply area. This is the high supply area, and it entered, and as soon as it entered, then again selling pressure came. So it touched 1,519 and then again back to 1,507. So this time I'm expecting that HDFC Bank may pass through this supply and sustain on that. So this is going to be hitting again and again. So that is one point on the positive side. ICC Bank, which was continuously falling for the 2-3 days, again it is in the same levels, but still on above 700 levels. SBN, our levels were exactly at 428, but it went close to 420 and then it managed to close at 426. I'm expecting a follow buying after this from these levels because we have 50 days moving average at this point. So the third positive point is this. And you can see Kotak Bank, Axis Bank, they're all performing very good. Axis Bank yesterday made a high Marbusu candle and then today again a follow up and closed almost like move past 760 levels. IndusInd Bank today made a shooting star again, but Axis Bank and Kotak Banks is both remaining highly bullish. So these there will be a rotation in the sectors and stocks which is going to support the market. You see the last 2-3 months mid caps and small caps are performing very good, but now there is a sector rotation happening. Large caps were started to perform good. You can see IT stocks today, it was performing very good. HCL Technology, it gave a very good move. It is going to give a fresh breakout above 1070 levels. But again, it is taking a resistance at this above 1070. There will be a good move, which is also going to be a fresh breakout. So please keep these levels handy. Infi, Infi after making 1677 for the past 1 week, it is hovering around the same area. Tech Mahindra So after making a doji candle or a spinning top yesterday, again there is a follow buying and it went past 1323, a very good move today for CIS. So IT stocks, you can see TCS also. TCS is almost near to our harmonics target 3372, and I am expecting another 2 to 3 sessions. It may be, or in the coming week it may get passed through that. So the sector rotation is happening. Mid caps and small caps, which are performing too good in the last 2 3 months, were started to have a consolidation as of now. So again, IT sector today again a fall. Tata Motors back to 294 levels. So the shortage in I mean like uh, semiconductor chip issues are still continuing, and that is main concern for this auto industry. So that is continuing. Metal stocks, on the other hand, will show you metals. Metals, as I said yesterday, it started to correct a bit, and you can see there is a huge fall today. Continuously for the past 3 sessions, it is falling. Sale falling, Tata Steel falling. But again, nothing to worry as of now. These commodity prices, fluctuations in commodities are the reasons for the fall in metal stocks, but nothing to worry on a larger time frame. So these are temporary corrections which are happening in the metal sector, but nothing to worry on the larger time frame. So my view on Nifty is still bullish. So it is a buy on dips market, but the sector rotation is happening. And as I said yesterday, Nifty PE is at 26 and above, which should be like you have to choose the stocks carefully before investing or trading. So that is a thing happening now, and you have to choose your stocks very carefully. Yesterday there was a list out happened from NSE. 10 of I mean like 10 stocks which I had entered into the FNO, which are like Canfin Homes, Dixon Technologies, Hindustan Aeronautics, Indian Energy Exchange, India Mart, Ipca Lab, MCX, OFSS, Polycab, and Syngene. So these are all going to create, I mean, like new, getting into new liquidity. Going to infuse new liquidity into the market. So these will be trading with effect from 27th August 2021. Like the end of the month, these will be getting into the FNO sector. So apart from these IPOs which are lining up, you have to be little cautious on the IPOs because the like Glenmark Life Science IPO which was listed recently. Let me show that. Sorry. Yeah, you can see this Glenmark Life Science IPO which was listed on 9th August. So far whatever IPOs which had come had performed too well. Like the listing gains were too good. But going forward from now, the listing gains will not be 100% from now for most of the IPOs. We have to be selective in the IPOs because fundamentals are going to play the main part in the upcoming IPOs. So car trade IPO, which is recently listed, is actually a good one, and I am expecting that to perform well in the this IPO because if you get into the IPO sector, especially on the auto, there are only few. There are only few competitors on this internet-based selling, and I am expecting uh, this car trade IPO may be performing good, and that we can see in the coming days. Let's wait for that. So coming to other markets, if you see the coming to other sectors, the other sectors like cements and the infra. is going to continue to perform good, because the theme now after the pandemic is going to be like like it's been like the work from home and there are more spending going to be happening on the infrastructure, especially on the new like new house buying or renovation of houses, like on the paint, tiles, all these are going to happen. So we have to be selective on the stocks which are going to perform in the upcoming days, and we have to choose the sectors which will be good enough. So my selection is going to be like, it is going to be very choosy from the coming days, and we should not let the stock selection be random and then get into some trouble. So coming to the pharma sector, it was like a huge underperformance long before the COVID came. But after the COVID, there was there was some re-rating happened, and they had started to give the reasonably high valuation. So COVID did provide growth support to them, but the valuation barrier ensured that throughout COVID period they were not further re-rated. So in the pharma sector, I am not expecting much correction or fall in that, but a small consolidation which is going on is going to continue for a certain period of time before getting into the, getting on the upside. So again, this IPO season is like the same like 2007 2008 period, where a number of IPOs came and then market started to move up, and then after that a correction came. So market is bit cautious as of now. It's been sensing like a kind of a correction or a fall as of now. So be choosy in your stock selections and IPO selections, because that is going to play a very good role in your portfolio going forward. So let's look at the FIDA data. As of today, FI had sold for 178 crores and DA had bought for 689 crores. So again, DA is in buying spree and FIs are in selling spree. So let's look at the Nifty option chain. 16,350, which is at the money, is having 57,799 contracts. 16,400 is having 97,401 contracts. 16,500 is having 90,604 contracts. Support side, if you see, 16,200 is having a huge support. So anything at these levels, getting back to these levels, will be considered as a buying opportunity, as I said earlier. So again, Bank Nifty at the money, 36,000, 36,100, 35,974 contracts, 36,200, 59,239 contracts, 36,500 is having 66,566 contracts. You can see 36,000 is having huge support, which is 57,773. So anything at these levels will be considered as a buying opportunity, both on Nifty and Bank Nifty, and anything below these levels will be considered as a selling zone. But as of now, market will be another 2 more days, 2 more trading sessions are there before expiry. I'm expecting market to consolidate in between these ranges, because the ranges are getting shortened. You can see 35,000 is 36,000 is having huge support, 36,200 is having the next. So the volatility may be high whenever market tries to hit back or hit the resistance levels. Then there may be resistance and additional buying, like selling may come on that, writing may happen on that. Then these kind of things will create volatility in the markets. So please be choosy and don't be waiting for the moon. As soon as you are into profits, book the profits as of now. So that's all, guys. That's all for today. Hope this new information is useful, and if it is useful, please like, share and subscribe. Good night, guys. Bye.